again and again. These girls might be 10s, but I recommend chasing the bag. Keep what you had and always keep your eye on king.
What's going on, everybody? We back with another one today. We got the one and only Glorilla in the house. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Alright. Y'all had a decent day?
Yes.
It was a hot one. I had to get in the pool, man.
See, I saw that on Snap. I was jealous.
It was like first day opened up. It was like the water wasn't cold. Was getting in either. It was just right.
I got a late start to my day. Woke around 11. I ain't get out the house about 3 or 4. So I didn't work all day. So
It was a good day.
You know, some slight.
I'm sorry.
What about you?
I had a pretty good day. It was kind of busy, but you know, we're here.
Like the busy day, though, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course, gotta be occupied.
Yeah, that's for sure. So what we getting on today?
Some everything. It seems like with the readings. So for the decks you got on here, can I ask you like what's each deck, the differences between them?
Okay, so there is Oracle and there is Tarot. So basically, the cards like these, the ones that you see, you know, with these illustrations and stuff like that, this is Tarot. My Oracle decks are these 2 decks. So about Tarot and Oracle, what is Tarot? So Tarot is, each Tarot deck comes with 78 cards, right? And it starts from the full. There are major arcana cards and there are minor arcana cards. And the minor arcana represents the suits, each element. So for water, we have the cups cards. For earth, we have the pentacles cards. For fire, we have the wands, and for air, we have swords. Tarot can't tell the future because energies are always interchangeable. Tarot is a tool, just like pendulums, just like, you know, different things and stuff like that. Tarot is a tool, and each tarot card has a different meaning, and they're all in order, okay? So, and they have a different meaning front and back, like upright and in reverse. So it's a lot to grasp, it's a lot to learn. Where does tarot originate? The first tarot deck was the Mamluk deck by the Egyptians, made around the 15th century for divination and playing. Some people will say that it originated in Italy around the 15th century. And you know, oracle cards, it's basically another layer within the art of using cards for divination, cartomancy. So yeah, so tarot has been around for like 500 years plus. It's been around for a long time. So with oracle cards, you know, tarot is more direct and has more guidelines that you have to stay in with all 78 cards and, you know, learning front to back. With oracle, it's more open to interpretation. If you're dealing with an oracle or a tarot reader, we're going to use our intuition regardless, but oracle is more broader. So the 6 of Pentacles has its own meaning, but there's oracle cards, and for each deck, it's something different. So my oracle deck, it'll talk about aromatherapy or clean your space, and you know, with tarot, it's like the tower and da 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 da. So does that make a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
So you asked our zodiac sign, like can you tell differences in between?
There is also a thing called astrology. I haven't dove into my astrology bag too much yet, but I know a little bit because we have different charts other than, you know, our main natal chart. So I am a Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon, Scorpio rising. There's different parts of your chart too. You can see your Mercury, your Pluto, your let me see. You can see your Mercury, your Pluto, your ascendant. You can see your Venus, your Mars. All of those placements have different meanings. So your Mars talks about, like, you know, it could get into passion, anger, sex, and those placements could really show you, you know, what's going on. So let's just say my Mars is in Capricorn. In the tarot deck also, there's certain cards that represent certain zodiac signs. So let's just say, okay, the devil, which is the Capricorn card. The devil talks about attachments and sex and, you know, different things. And so if you have like a Mars, your Capricorn and Mars, just know that you get down. You don't play. So, you know, just depending on like, you know, your placements but if you want to figure all of that stuff out, you don't have to know what time you were born, but it's good to know what time you were born. And there's different like, you know, websites and apps that you can, you know, look up your chart on. There's a really good app called Nebula. There is a website called AstroSeek, and it'll basically tell you everything you need to know.
I'm a cousin, you know, all of it.
Okay.
Wow. About the car, you did say they may fly out.
Oh yeah.
So
What you mean?
Like, okay, so I could be shuffling them.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say I'm tapping into the energy.
Yeah.
I gotta tap into my energy and my people's, and now I gotta tap into your energy. And then as soon as I get to like shuffling, whatever your question is or whatever kind of reading that you're doing, the cards are gonna fly out to basically give me like what knowledge or what guidance that you may need.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah.
how often do people get scared of that?
All the time. A lot of people get scared of it all the time, but you know, I do readings on my TikTok live, like, you know, a lot of times, and then sometimes I do them off live. So it's like usually the people who come like on TikTok are like, you know, there's newer people, but it's like my regulars that come in, they're not really afraid. But it's like if I'm doing a reading for the first time, someone will be like, oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, you have to, yeah. So it's like, it's like, people look at tarot in many different ways. Some people think it's demonic. Some people think it's, you know, blase squaze. At this point, I just let whoever, you know, I just let people think whatever they think, because it's much more than that. And there's people who think that we worship the cards. It's just a tool.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even need my cards. So
How often do you go that route?
a lot of times, a lot.
I believe you because like we was at a party shooting basketball one day and gave me the whole breakdown. I'm like, okay, well, accurate.
Okay.
I like that type of stuff, man. You tell me about myself, and I'm like, yeah, you dead on. Yeah,
It be like that.
yeah.
Do people think you got superpowers because you able to track that down?
People ask me a lot of questions. Like, some people ask me to like do spells for them, and I don't do that. Like, I'll do them for myself.
Yeah.
But for other people, I don't know what be going on all the way like in their background, and you know, cause I'm not gonna lie, like I try to tell people when it comes to my readings, like viewers' discretion is advised. I will tell you something real. Like I may tell you a joke, but I'm not gonna tell you a lie. So anything that I may tell something is speaking from the heart, B. Fletcher. But you know, if anybody thinks that, you know, it's weird or anything, like they're entitled to their opinion. Like I'm gonna do me, you do you, and we'll just coexist.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, you said, okay, before I get there, how did the spells normally go? You know, people watch in movies and stuff and they think it's voodoo or something else.
Yeah, like voodoo and hoodoo are two different things, and people get them mixed up all the time. I'm gonna get into that. So with spells, there's different kinds of spells you can do, but you gotta be ready to like, you know, it depends on the kind of spell you do. I'm not really too fond of love spells unless it's a self-love, like unless it's for me. There's people online, I'm not gonna lie, they do get a little delulu, and they're like, okay, so if me and D, we just broke up, so can you do a love spell to like, you know, no, that's messing with somebody's free will. And if you do a love spell and you don't know what you're doing, it can easily backfire. Like you playing with people at this point.
So how would it backfire?
How would it backfire? Let's just say you do a love spell on a dude and you're trying to make him stay, you're trying to make him fall in love. He gonna stay all right. but there's gonna be consequences to that spell.
Mhm.
So going backfire in her head.
Yes.
Okay.
So like it could be
Yes.
toxic or whatever.
That too. And in some cases, it could be like trigger warning. It could become very domestic at that point because you messing with somebody's free will. They don't want to be there. Let's just say, somebody does a spell on, like I said, this guy named D. He around, but D wants to talk to other people, but he can't because guess what? All of that energy and all of that focus is on the person who did the love spell. So it's like they'll be there, but they won't be there in the way that you think. They not gonna love you. A love spell is like you could ask for somebody to love you, but if that person don't love you, they just don't love you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like you can't force certain things, and people think that magic is gonna make up for the voids. Like they think that certain magic is gonna fill the void, and it's just not gonna do that.
So some people would try to use it as like a cheat code.
Yeah.
Like if you want this certain person, let me just do this spell and then automatically. So have you known anybody that has like done a spell and it's backfired horribly on them before?
Usually by then I be out. Like when it comes to like other spiritual people, you have to be real careful because it's like some people may think, oh, and this is no shade, but like they're like, okay, 444 butterflies, Janae, go, I'm spiritual. It's much more than that. Your spiritual journey is very personal. So it's like, for some people, it may not be beyond certain numbers, but it's like, it's about your shadow and certain things being brought to the surface in order for you to heal. So it's like with certain people, I'm not gonna say that I've met anybody who's spellfire, but I have met a lot of spiritual people who are suffering psychosis a little bit, who are they got a little bit too much dip on their chest and they just go overboard with it. Now those type of people I try to stay away from. But when it comes to like, if me doing readings on TikTok and me having like 50K on TikTok and having to do readings on and off live, I have to consistently cleanse and protect myself because there's so many energies and so many people coming at me. Once you do cards, you are going to attract so many different kinds of people. And folks be thinking that men don't get readings either. They do. And they be getting them done about their significant others. Like, I'm gonna need people to nip that in the bud because it's a lot that goes on behind this. So, yeah.
So there seems to be like a lot. What makes you get into tarot? Like what brought it like
I don't know. Like I started tarot. It's been like 3 years already that I've been doing it. Like it's been a while. So like I think I just like fell into it. Like I'll see pictures of me when I was a little kid and I'll have like shirts on with the Hamza hand and the evil eye and like I didn't know, but it's like it's always been interesting to me. It just felt like I needed to do it. So it's like my first deck, I do have it with me. I did show y'all my first deck ever that I ever purchased. For some people, it's good to have like other people like, and gift you your decks, but I don't really know how to feel about that because you don't know, especially when you receive gifts, you don't know the intention behind it. So it's like, I get my own stuff, but like you can make your own decks but some of them are a little expensive. This one was like $75. Yeah. This one was like $75. This one, I don't even remember how much it is. I've had these for so long, but it does cost a pretty penny to keep up with your spiritual work. And then going to the metaphysical shop or the Botanica, getting about 5 items might run you up a good 100. Just for some sage, some candles, and a couple other things. So you gotta stay on top of it. Like, if you want to continue to like do tarot, because tarot isn't for everybody. There's certain people who get into tarot and they'll be like, okay, I'll make a quick buck, but that buck starts making them. So they'll get on and they'll be like, okay, this not for me, da 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 da, it's demonic. And it's like, you can feel that way, but sometimes people don't know what energies they're tapping into, or like they don't know like the basics and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
No, with the love reads, how many times have you like came across it and found it like, while you doing the reading, you're like, this person is the problem?
a lot.
So like
A lot.
you'll like in the middle of a read, and you seem like you're very honest with people too.
I sure already like this.
I'm already honest. You seem very honest with folks. So like if that person is the problem and like it's a strong one that you like automatically know, do you let them know?
I've had to refund people in the middle of their readings. Like I've had certain people like literally tell me, "Oh yeah, I've been cheating on this person for a while."
Huh,
Oh yeah, that's all kinds of fucked up.
huh.
Oh, that's not. But no, like if I feel like somebody is the problem, like I'll tell them. I'll try to give them advice. But it's like after a while, if you keep coming to me about the same thing over and over again, I'm gonna block you.
At that point, you just stop.
Very. And I feel like a lot of people mistaken tarot as a therapy session. I'm not a licensed therapist. So
I was about to say, how many people have come to
I've
you for,
literally
like,
had people. Oh my god. I've literally had people come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is like a therapy." No, it's not. Please, it's not therapy. It's not a substitute for therapy. Even other tarot readers, a person's favorite tarot reader could be going through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't understand. We're people too, and we go through, similar things, and we have to live life just like everybody else. We can just tap in more than the average person.
So would you like want people to, instead of like phrasing it as, okay, this is like a therapy session, it's more like a way to find tools to heal, or like certain tools or guidance like that. It's not necessarily like therapy, but just like
Yeah. And then on top of that, like people are like, "Oh, tell me my fortune. Like, what's the future?" And it's like energies can always change. You know how in for example, there's a game called Detroit Becoming Human.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's a choice game. Just like the Walking Dead games, it's a choice game. Let's just say you go left instead of right. Your choices could be completely different from when you decide to go right. Same thing with like, just how we live in general. One day you have infinite possibilities. You could wake up, the first thing you can do is, wake up, turn on your TV, and your day could turn out a whole different way. Or you could wake up and go downstairs and make you breakfast, then brush your teeth, then shower, and your day could turn out completely different. So when it comes to tarot, like energies change. So I'm not gonna tell somebody like, okay, this card says this and this and this and this, so you're gonna get married at 26, it's gonna be in a barn, all of your family's gonna be there, and all of that other stuff.
In a barn,
because
that's
whole time, yeah, something else can happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, they could break up and this person may still end up in a barn, just not married.
Yeah.
So like, certain things could happen. So it's like, I don't really tell people that I can tell the future or, whatever. I'm just here to give a little message.
So it's kind of like how do I want to phrase it? Like a prediction almost is what it sounds like, but you kind of know a little bit more accurate where it could change like you said, but like you're still pretty much accurate with what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now have you I got all types of
Yeah,
stuff.
you ready, man?
Have you oh hell yeah, I'm ready for that one. Have you had anybody like want you to do any like readings to find out certain information that might be shady or try
all
to
the time, whether it's somebody that's cheating, whether it's somebody that's like, okay, is this a fake friend or not? There's literally cards in this deck, and even in the deck that I made, it could tell you about like some shady stuff that people could be doing or saying or whatever, whether it comes up or whether a person asks me. Because I've been asked on plenty of occasions if somebody is cheating. I try to tell people, like, if you win or if you find out that this is happening, don't be mad at me.
I'm about to say, you can't really shoot the messenger in this situation.
That's what I'm saying. But I've had all types of clients that are like, And honestly, I do so many readings to the point where it's like after a reading, I literally forget everything that I said. And then my clients will come into my live and they'll be like, oh yeah, you was right about that. Like, let me book another one. Let me do this. Let me do that. But yeah, like if it comes up, like it comes up. Sometimes it'll be a point to where I start describing somebody because like the way that I get like downloads or messages, like I can see it, but it's not in front of me.
Yeah.
Whether it's me describing a certain person or their zodiac sign or certain placements, because people think like if I say, let's just say this is the 6 of Cups card, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces placements could be significant. And they'll be like, oh, I'm not a Pisces. You don't have to be a Pisces, but you can have Pisces placements.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say, like I was saying, how my Mars is in Capricorn, I'm a Scorpio, but I have Capricorn placements. We're kind of, in a way, we're every zodiac sign. But just like certain places,
You're more.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
So, getting off the readings a little bit, like, who is Chloe the person?
Chloe is very like, only a few people get to see it, but like I think I'm very funny. I feel like I have a very good sense of humor. I feel like I'm very laid back until I have to lay up. Okay? I'm gonna be laid back until I have to sit up. But who am I? I feel like I'm somebody who's always been good with social media as well, because even in high school I had an Instagram page that had like 10, 11K just from posting BS. And
Was it like your main page?
yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm very like tech savvy and good with like, you know, technology. Because honestly, even having, you know, 50K on TikTok, like Lizzo commented on one of my videos.
Okay.
So it was like back in 2020, but still, a win is a win.
Yes.
Yeah.
A win is a win. Like, okay, she see me.
I take that.
Because I mean, I'm sorry. How many people can say Lizzo's?
Lizzo acknowledged me. But no, like, you know, I feel like I'm very opinionated. I feel like, you know, I feel like I had to, especially like growing up with like 7 other siblings and me being the youngest. So that makes 8.
Ooh, sorry. As soon as you said you're very opinionated, something came up. Have you had, and it kind of goes back to the readings, and I just thought about, have you had anybody say you were wrong? Like try to say the readings you were doing are wrong? Until
like a week or 2 later, and they came back.
And then it was true.
Yeah, like I feel like people also like don't understand, like, you know, it doesn't have to be an immediate, you know, thing with readings. Certain things could kick in. So let's just say, because I get a lot of like stuff about the foods that people eat as well. So let's just say I'm thinking like I get a download about like chicken fajitas. Like, oh, you might be eating Mexican food soon, or you might need to, you know, broaden, like, you might need to eat other foods other than grilled cheese and chicken tenders. You know, and that could be another way for somebody to like, you know, okay, I've experienced like a different culture food. Like I've done this and, you know, and it could go towards like, you know, self-care and self-love. Cause I feel like also like people only look at things on a surface level, just like, you know, masculine and feminine energy. I have a conversation about that all the time. Everybody thinks that masculine energy is pre-workout and hitting the gym and, you know, this, that, and the third, and feminine energy is just makeup brushes and, you know, waist trainers and tummy tea. Okay, flat tummy tea. And it's not. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy that they need to, you know, balance out within themselves. So your masculine energy is about your desires and your ambitions and, you know, the work that you do, the work that you put in for yourself, whether it's towards growth or whatever. And your feminine energy is literally receptivity, flow, trust, surrender, your intuition. It represents the moon. Masculine energy represents the sun. So, you know, dogs are masculine energy and cats are feminine energy. It's associated with the moon and, you know, stuff like that. And dogs are associated with the sun. And so it's like, without without one, you can't have the other. Just like yin and yang, peace and chaos. You can't have one without having the other. If that makes sense.
No, it actually does.
But yeah.
You give them the description of like who you are. I know you bring up like you dancing. You be I ride by you doing TikToks in the yard every now and then.
Yeah, like it's a really good way for me to ground myself, and plus like I'm very giddy. Like I don't care. Like I could just be on a walk and I'll be listening to my music. You know, if I feel like breakdancing, I'm gonna get out a piece of cardboard and do it. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just something that feels like, you know, freeing, and like just I really don't care who's watching. Watch. I really don't care. Like that's you. But while you sit down, I'm gonna be up and breakdancing.
But you got a contagious energy, so I don't know how long that person will sit down for. But
yeah, like I know when to sit down, but it's like I still might move a little bit in my chair. I've always been like that, whether it's, you know, learning choreography to like, you know, whatever Beyonce got out, I'm gonna do it.
I was gonna bring it up too. Big Beyonce fan.
I am. I love the music, but like, you know.
You like her country album that's out now, or
Very much so.
all of it?
Yes.
Okay. So no weak links on the album.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't even dare say that.
You be having them choreography down pat. How often do you like just sit down?
From her new, like, the Renaissance and the whole tour, I still don't know some of it. But from her other tours and other stuff and other music videos, I'll literally use that choreography for different songs I'm listening to. Like, I mean, I don't do them too often. Let me not lie. let me not lie. But I do them a lot. So it's like, but it's not just to her music. But I listen to everything anyway, so yeah.
Now, I cut it short. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go there. See what happens.
Who wants to go?
You ready?
Yeah.
Say your name again?
Logan.
Logan. Okay. What kind of reading did you want?
What were you gonna do? You were doing financial?
I need a Korean financial.
Shit, fuck it. I'll do spicy. Fuck it. Let's make this interesting.
I mean, like, what category in the spicy department would you want? And I would have to get my other deck if you want a spicy.
What do you got right now?
Oh, like my other deck has spicy messages. It's just over there. So, like,
Yeah, sure, let's do
with
it.
spicy, you can do, okay. I'm so used to doing these in my live and not in person. So, the categories for spicy readings, we can see what your next encounter is going to be like. We can see what what makes you sexually attractive to people. We can see what a certain person or like, you know, whoever you've been with, how they feel about your performance, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. I ain't wanting to know that.
It ain't no shame.
But we also have like, you know, other categories that you can choose from. Like we could do a timeline, which will be like, we could do like energy pool. So like what's your current energy and what's the current energy surrounding you as well. And, you know, general readings, I just pull.
Sure, let's do the what's my next interaction? Like, what timeline? Yeah,
Okay, let me get up and I'm gonna get my deck that I made.
Okay.
And it has some pretty, you know, very explicit messages in there. So I'm gonna get that real quick and then we can get started.
I'm confident. I don't want to know now.
Yeah, it's funny because you thought you was gonna be low on energy after work.
Oh God, I really did. I came in here like I was like, before I came in, I was dead at work, and I drank a Red Bull before coming in here, and I'm like pepping my
Say your name
step.
again?
Logan.
Okay.
I'm like
Pick a number between 1 and 5. 3. And you wanted what kind of reading? What your next encounter is gonna be like? Okay.
You said if the card's fly out, don't touch it. Okay.
Do we need to move anything off the table?
Mm-mm. Okay. Oh my gosh. You sure this is the type of reading you want?
Shit.
Hey, you already committed.
Yeah, I'm committed at this point.
Oh my
Wild
gosh.
out, wild out.
I'm about to find out something about myself.
Okay. I'm also hearing this song. I forgot who it's by, but it's called Touchy Feely. I think it's by Ro James. So touchy feely. Okay, so I kind of feel like the way that it's gonna go, because I'm about to pull more, but I'm finna like kick it off like, you know, with the channeling. Like, I feel like your next sexual encounter, I feel like you're gonna try to like scope the scenery out. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna feel nervous, but I feel like you're kind of like a mechanic and you gonna like pop the hood to see what's under there. I feel like, you know, it's given very much, this person could be like, you know, on the couch or like, you know, in the car or wherever. It's given very much like, lay back, let me see what you're working with so I can like, you know, see if everything's right. Like, I feel like you may be the type where you don't want to see no bullshit. Like, and it may not be, I don't want to say it's misogynistic because I don't think it is, but it's given very much like, you don't want to see no body acne. You don't want to see like, you know, if you see like a red pimple or whatever, you're like, okay, like, do I want to do this? Or, you know, no, like, do I want to make up an excuse? Or no, you might even fuck around and like text the group chat like on the way there. Like, your energy is giving very much that like, hey, like, I'm finna do this. Like, you know, I'm not going to say you going to text them during, but I feel like you might say like a little 1-2. I feel like your friends as well are the type to be like, text us back to know that you alive. Type B. Like, say this if you're being held hostage. I feel like your friends got a fucked up sense of humor. That's what it feel like. It feel like your friends got a fucked up sense of humor. I'm not gonna say that it's too fucked up, but I'm gonna say it's a little, it's you know, it's a little, you know.
Yeah.
The person that you might have an encounter with, I don't know why I'm seeing like the green bubble text message. So it's like this person could either have an Android or their phone could be off. Hold on. Ugh, these cards. At the top of the deck, rounds. It says this person wants to continue or have sex with you, go multiple rounds. So this may be an encounter where it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm thinking about a TikTok dance. I'm gonna get up and do it because I'm very animated when it comes to my readings. You know that TikTok dance where the dudes is like,
Yeah.
I feel like you gonna be that way. I feel like you gonna like try to find your rhythm in the middle of it. But I am looking at the 6 of Swords in reverse, clarified with the Judgment. I kind of feel like, I don't want to say this is somebody that you already know. I do want to say it, but it's giving me very much the energy of, I don't know why I'm hearing like, let me redeem myself. Or it could be like the energy of like, okay, like, I don't think this is going too well, so let me do this. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but I feel like the vibes is just gonna be like, okay, like, it might feel like you have to rush. So this could be before an important event. Oh shit. That's what I'm talking about when they be flying out. Ooh. Yeah, we also got chop. So this card says on the back, it's a chop for me, physically, energetically ugly, nasty attitude. I'm not saying that this person is gonna be ugly. Their attitude may throw you off though during like your next sexual encounter. We have stay away in reverse. If it was upright, it would have said be cautious, not for you. Something with the energy isn't right. So this could be somebody that like you may find like real comforting. I don't know why I'm seeing you do this. So you could do that. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna have big bajungas.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like they gonna have like a decent size. Like it's gonna be a decent size, but like not too big, not too huge. We also have be realistic. Well, not be realistic. It's cut the cameras dead ass. And it says, be realistic, logical right now, snap out of it, please be fucking for real. And then we also have Pink Gun, which talks about like this person could even like be either like bisexual, or they could question their sexuality, or they could just like, you know, not do anything. But like, you know, okay, this girl is cute, or, you know, like this person may find like the same sex, you know, attractive and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like, you know, with your next sexual encounter, it's just gonna feel like, okay, is this what I want to do? I feel like you're gonna question if you want to see this person again, or if you want to be in a relationship, or if you want to like, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, like, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to continue to see this person? Because I feel like it's not gonna be bad, but I feel like your head is gonna be somewhere else. Confirmation burp. Yeah. By the way, when I get like confirmation on certain things, I either burp or sneeze or like, you know, whatever. So I feel like your mind is gonna be somewhere else. It's giving very much like you doing your thing, but it's like you thinking about like, damn, what am I gonna eat tomorrow? Damn, what time I gotta clock in? I gotta go to bed soon. I'm gonna text the group chat, give them an excuse so I can leave. It's giving very much like that energy. Like we also have like the Lovers in reverse clarified with the Hierophant as well. So it's like, yeah, with your next sexual encounter, I kind of feel like you probably like may finish at home, or decide to finish at home. I don't know, like it's giving very much like the extra round that you're gonna get is probably maybe from yourself. Like, okay, like I said, it's not gonna be bad, but it's like, I feel like you gonna feel like, okay, was that it? Where's more? I thought she was finna do this. I thought she was finna, you know, I thought this person was finna do everything that they said in the messages, but they didn't.
Okay.
So or it's like, it may not be as sloppy as you want it to be. It may not be kind of like, you know, even energetically wise, because the chop card came out. This person doesn't have to be physically ugly. They could be energetically just like, you know, not for you. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like you at least want this person to be funny or make you laugh or just have some type of substance. You may not feel like this person has like a certain substance. So it's like, I feel like you're gonna go along with it because you may feel like, okay, this is what is supposed to happen anyways. We're two beings, we're two people. We're going to, you know, hunch anyway. We're gonna have bed wars anyway, you know? So like with the Lovers in reverse, like I feel like you're really just gonna be like thinking about like, you know, yourself and what you may want out of, you know, your relationships. It's given very much like, oh my gosh, Johnny Test could be significant for you. I don't know if you used to like get into a whole bunch of shit as like a teenager or a kid, but I'm hearing Johnny Test, Johnny Test. This is the life of a boy named Johnny Test. So you may even need to get into like journaling as well, or just writing about like, you know, how your day went. I feel like it'll be another thing for like another way for you to like, you know, express or release your emotions instead of having to like, you know, pour it into sex. because it's like sometimes you just be wanting to talk about how your day went instead of like, you know, clap some cheeks. Like, damn. Like, you know, sometimes like, damn, well, like, I don't just want to hunch. Shit, I want to go to dinner. I want to talk, then hunch. I want to do certain things, then hunch, then get into it. So it's like, don't think to yourself that you have to do something specific or be a certain way in order for, ooh, it's reminding me of one of my cards in my Oracle deck, the pleasure card. Pleasure is not just one way. And think about what you want to hear, what you want to taste, what you want to see, where you want to be touched, and how you want to be touched. Because sometimes you just want to hug. Sometimes you just want to be held. Sometimes you just want to chill, and that's okay. I feel like with your next sexual encounter, it may kind of like show you or teach you like, okay, like, I don't just want this. It may even have you question like, you know, your sexual history and how you were with other people, or how you are with yourself, or how you think about yourself, or, you know, what you're ashamed of. And, you know, ask yourself why. Because I'm also looking at the 5 of Swords in reverse, clarified with, you know, the 3 of Swords upright as well. So it's like with the 5 of Swords in reverse being out, it's kind of like right now, like when it comes to like, you know, your sexual relationships or like, you know, stuff like that, it's just kind of, I'm not saying like a hit it and quit it, but it's giving very much like you might hit, think about it, and then it's just that. And I feel like you may want more than that. Like, and it's okay for you to want more than that. It don't make you no simp. It don't make you a B word. It don't make you a pussy or nothing. You want what you want. And that's absolutely fine. That is absolutely okay. So even, you know, before, you can also manifest the kind of, don't try to manifest a specific person, but you can, you know, manifest a specific kind of sexual encounter. You can do it in many ways. Sex magic is a thing. By the way, y'all need to be mindful about the shit y'all doing during bed wars, because certain shit is sex magic, like spitting in the mouth. And, you know, if you're about to climax, saying a specific person's name is low-key like manifesting that person, especially like you're reaching, you know, a certain, you know, thing, and you say somebody's name. Don't be surprised if you get a call or a text, or if you see this person viewing your story, okay? Especially with the whole spitting in the mouth thing, because that's a whole dominance. That's a whole dominance thing. Like, this is intense. But no, I feel like your next encounter overall, it may put you in a position to think about like, you know, either people from your past, or it just like, it's giving very much the energy of, do I want this? No? Okay. And it's like somebody could be fine, bad, and you could be with them and be like, something don't feel right. So it could be that energy as well. But your next spicy encounter is definitely gonna be something. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but I feel like your head space is gonna be in like a different place. So whatever your next encounter is, make sure you got like enough rest and enough you time before you decide to, you know, jump in the sheets and you know, beat the headboard down. Okay? Any more questions? How we feeling?
Now, you done with reading him. Now, what's up with the spit in the mouth stuff?
Spit in the mouth, there's different, like, listen, sex is it's crazy. I'm telling you right now. I know there's certain people who are very, 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 very kinky, and there's certain people who like to do certain shit. Even when sex magic, even when it's down to, you know how there's memes about like, oh, this person was in my ear asking whose is it? And they'll talk about how the girl didn't say shit.
Oh, damn.
So
yeah, we know it ain't yours. That's the case.
But no, like even with that, even with somebody, I'm screaming. But no, just picture like somebody. It could even be a woman doing this as well. Like who's, you know, whatever is it. As soon as you say it's theirs, even if you don't mean it, like, sex is already, like, you know how I was talking about earlier, how, like, there's different ways to exchange energies?
Mhm.
Sex is a very powerful thing, especially if you're doing it raw. Okay? especially if you doing it like that, okay?
That's soul ties.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you if
So
you
what
got
would you recommend not doing?
Probably going in raw.
that too. But whatever floats your boat, do whatever you want to do, because everybody gonna do what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day. Me personally, I don't want nobody asking me who's this, because I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying nothing. As soon as you ask me that question, what you trying to do? What you trying to do? And I feel like also with spirituality, dudes be trying. I feel like there's a lot of dudes who practice who don't like let it be known that they practice. And I've come across it so many times, not even in that department, just in general. You remember how I was talking about there's a lot of men who get readings?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of men who ask for love spells too.
Like they want this certain person to be.
Yes.
Dudes be delulu too.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, people be thinking that dudes don't be getting readings or trying to get love spells about certain people. I'm telling you, I've had men in their 30s come to me and ask me, "Can you make sure she doesn't leave?" Baby, she been out the door.
See, now I want to know certain domestic violence cases. Now I'm like, hey, you doing some love spells in the back there, brother?
Not everybody may do it, but people, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Let me try to use my words very wisely. I'm gonna say it like this, and this is no shade. This is no shade. But let's just say you get a girl like Krishan,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And this is no shade. But let's just say you get a girl like Krishan, no shade. And she comes to get another spell. Getting somebody's name tattooed on you. That's low-key blood magic. Sometimes when certain people get tattoos, they bleed. And you're writing somebody's name all over your body or getting their face tattooed all over you and you bleeding, baby, you binding that person to you. It's a done deal. And she done got his face on her. This is the perfect example. Oh my God. This is the perfect example. She has this man tattooed all over her. You already know, mentally, no shade, she may not be in the best space. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, add that on top of them having a baby, a whole creation. Mm-hmm. That's a whole soul right there that they just created. Yeah. On top of the baby, the tattoos, and the unhealthy attachments, that's a recipe for disaster. Mm-hmm. So let's just say, somebody who's in the same predicament as Krishan and Blueface and what's his other baby mama name? Jaden.
I wouldn't.
So let's just do a whole mixing pot of a relationship dynamic like that. And somebody gets a love spell. He chose me. He don't want you. First of all, he don't want either one of y'all. Okay? He don't want either one of y'all. He just keep y'all around because y'all are convenient. And that's what he's used to. All three of them got some type of unhealthy attachment. Add magic to it, it's a recipe for a disaster. And possibly somebody going to jail or worse. So that's why I'm real. And then on top of that, he got children with both of them. This is why I'm real adamant about, I'm not saying that you don't have to be very fluent with your sexuality and stuff like that. But be very mindful and be very careful about who you doing it with, because you never know where somebody is at mentally and spiritually. On top of certain people not cleansing themselves and doing certain things. And there's many different ways to cleanse yourself, even with grounding your energy and being outside. Some people just don't want to be outside. Some people just don't want to do the work. Some people just don't want to heal. Some people just don't want to do that shit. They're very comfortable in where they're at. So add magic to that.
That's some shit, so.
Exactly.
Scary hours.
Shit, more than just scary hours.
Hell yeah. So even when it comes down to like spiritual women that you may come across as well, because I've met some people. I'm not gonna say that I know everything, because what did Erykah Badu say? Pisces placements. A man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. We don't know shit. We know a little bit, but we don't know shit. So it's like, even when it comes down, I feel like people also sexualize, like, spiritual women or spiritual people also, because it's like, oh, they spiritual. I know they must got that high vibrational moochie.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Oh God. Like, they be like, oh, I know she got that high vibrational barracuda. Whole time you finna hunch them, everything about your life finna change. This person or this spiritual person that you finna get invested in, they finna highlight so many of your shadows and shit that you have been holding back. You gonna think they did something to you. And another thing, I'm sorry if I'm just yapping at this point, but I'm so tired. I remember, I'm not gonna get into it. I remember I was dating somebody and they were like, I could have swore you did something to me. You did some magic. I don't gotta do shit. Plus, that's money that I would have to take out of my pocket to get supplies to do some magic on you.
He could have just been tentative. Truly.
Literally, talking about some, oh, you did something to me. I didn't have to do shit. Like,
He just made his match.
that's what I'm saying. And it's like a lot of people are not ready for that. Like, y'all want to fuck with spiritual people. Y'all so used to the 444, Janae Aiko. What's one of her songs called that the girls love using? I forgot what it was called. Ways or whatever the fuck.
Something.
Some. But they be like, oh yeah, 444, I'm spiritual, yeah. It's much deeper than that. Deeper than surface level shit. So if you gonna be getting involved with certain people, be safe, strap up. I always encourage people to strap up. If you don't want to, that's also good. But there's many possibilities that can come from not strapping up. But
Let's learn.
But yeah.
Shoot, y'all wanna do a quick read real quick?
Man, I'm gonna say, like, relationships.
Okay, let me tap out of your energy. So you want to do like a relationship readiness, like the energy in your romantic relationship?
That would.
You want me to be nosy or no?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want to take. Whatever you want to take.
Say your name again so I can tap out of your energy.
Logan.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, you good.
Okay. Okay, what's your name?
Oscar.
Okay. Ooh. You want, I'm gonna let you choose. Do you want, I named my decks by the way, do you want Betty or do you want Samantha?
I wouldn't say nervous, but I'm definitely intrigued.
Yeah.
The anticipation.
Like $5 or comparable,
I'm just like, I'm thinking about food while pounding some cheese.
You can be thinking about anything.
You in there long enough, you're more definitely gonna think about
Literally.
Yeah.
The thoughts you had before faking your nut. I ain't been there, but I know folks have.
Yeah. think about something else.
Hey. Think of a number between 1 and 6. 6? Okay. Oh my God. Pisces placements could be significant as well because I'm hearing the song Recovery by Justin Bieber. First I acknowledge our trust has been broken, a successful recovery, bless me with a second chance, never thought I'd see your face again, learning life through a trial and error, trying to make it right. I don't know if there's somebody, I don't know, hold on, give me 1 second, let me cook. Okay. Oh my God. Now I'm hearing that one song by Missy Elliott. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. Okay.
How many cards you aim to pull out?
6. Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna say that there's a specific person that you're trying to prove something to, but I feel like, you know how somebody talks about like, there's like a Beyonce in a world full of Kim Kardashians. I don't know if you view okay, also, I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian is a Libra and Beyonce is a, she's a Virgo sun with a Scorpio moon and a Libra rising. Okay, so those placements could be significant. So Libra, Scorpio, and Virgo placements could be significant as well. There's more placements that come out through here, but there is like water and yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think the Fool is associated with Pisces as well. So there's more Pisces placements. Ooh, it's giving very much the energy, especially with the 8 of Wands coming out for the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Excuse me, by the way. But as far as love, what could be going on for you right now, like the current energy is like, you know, you basically like improving yourself or trying to get like a different perspective on like, you know, if you give me the type to where it's like, is it something I said? Did I say this wrong? What did I say? What? But what you may say was, I'm not saying that you're gonna say this, but it's giving me very much, what did I say? Whole time you basically called this girl grandma bald head. But like in a nice way. Like it's giving very, what did I say? Something about honey buns could be significant. Or you possibly needing a new way to take out your frustration because I don't know why I'm hearing that phrase, like, you know, putting a honey bun in the microwave and throwing it at somebody's back. So there may be a need for you to like either work on the way you go about certain things. I'm not saying that you just be like rampaging, because this reminded me of this one show, the Rob Dyrdek, The Fantasy Factory. And I think he had like some Rampage Johnson, and that nigga literally ripped the door off the hinges. Yeah. I don't know if you be feeling like doing that sometimes, and then it's just like you just sitting there, but just like imagining. So there may be a need for you to like also like ground your energy in like different ways as well. And like, you know, you may need a different outlet, especially after work. Like getting into different things after work. Also, as far as love, I feel like right now you could be building yourself up, but it feels like, okay, well, I have this and I have this and I have this. Why don't I have whatever. Because I'm looking at the 9 of Cups. If it was the 10 of Cups, it would have been like, you know, the 10 of Cups, it has like, I gotta find that card. But it looks a particular way. It has like a family there, kids, sunshine, rainbows, lollipops and shit. But it's like with the 9 of Cups, I feel like with things, I feel like you feel content, like, you know, with yourself. Like it's giving very much, you wake up, it's the first of the month, and count up. Like, also, you might even be thinking about like buying a new pair of shoes, or there may be a new pair of shoes that you could be thinking about buying as well. It's given very much to add to the sneaker wall, or you may get gifted something as well soon. I don't know why I'm hearing like February. February could be significant. What zodiac sign is in February? I'm pretty sure it's Aquarius. Aquarius. So somebody with Aquarius placements could be significant as well. Okay, there might be a lady older than you that might end up like, you know, trying to flirt with you, because I don't know why I heard like cha-ching and tricking. So it might be somebody older than you that could be like sending some type of energy your way, because I feel like you be having more secret admirers than you think that you do. Like, especially people that you just like. I'm hearing that song by Dionne Warwick, Walk On By. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet. Okay, I don't know if you had an ex in school. I don't know if they like immediately had kids after school, or like they have kids now. Sagittarius placements could be significant as well. Marshmallows and Rice Krispie trees could be significant as well. But I feel like you could also have like, you know, people from your past that could be popping up as well. It's giving very much like, I don't think that they'll send you any friend requests or nothing, but it's giving very much, oh, I wonder how they doing. It's giving people who may look through a yearbook. Something about the letter M. Okay, let me see something. Yeah, 9 of Cups clarified with the 2 of Pentacles coming out sideways. So it's like, yeah, you may be looking like at what do I need now? Something about like, you know, your lawn, or something about like, you know, your place of residence that you might even thinking about like changing as well, whether it's moving or whether it's like, you know, just like putting stuff out in the yard, or getting a grill, or, you know, shit like that. It's giving very much like, okay, what else do I need? What you need to like get on Amazon and possibly look for certain shit on Amazon, because I don't know, you might get real big into like, you know, ordering stuff online. Like, Also, you know, the Hot Wheels cars, you may get into like, you know, either like collecting certain things, or just like, you know, okay, this is what I want. You need to make a vision board. Especially when it comes down to like, you know, hobbies, whether it's fishing, or you wanting to get deeper into your fashion, or some kind of clothing brand. You should eat soup soon, because somebody that you may know, or somebody that you close to, could like catch a cold soon, because I'm hearing Shirley Temple. Animal crackers in my soup, monkeys and rabbits, loop-a-loop. I'm hearing that. So there may be, also, do you cook? Okay. You may need to like go to the grocery store and get more ingredients for something specific that you might end up making. It's given very much like, this is a last minute idea. Damn, I don't have this ingredients. Damn, this sounds good right now. So you may need to like, you know, or just like while you're out grocery shopping, you might see something like, oh, I should try this. Also the show Family Guy, because I'm hearing, I think it was James Woods that was like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. But yeah, like you watching TV could also be significant as well. You may even need to be mindful of like, you know, the stuff that you're intaking as well. But as far, I'm so sorry, I got to channel it. I'm supposed to be talking about your relationships, but I just got to. I told y'all I be getting lost in the sauce.
I'm loving all this.
Okay. So like with the Fool card and with the Hangman card. Oh, by the way, these are the major arcana cards that I was talking about. The minor arcanas are like, you know, the Nine of Cups. But this is the first card that comes out in the tarot deck, which is 0, which is the Fool. And then we got the Hangman. We also have another major arcana, which is the Magician. So I feel like as far as like, you know, love and relationships and stuff like that, I feel like you're getting to a point to where it's like you're learning like new perspectives. I feel like also right now could be a time where you're learning more just like about women in general, especially with the way that they think. Because I feel like you would just maybe like, I don't know why the fuck she just did that. I don't know why she just said that. I don't know why. Like, it's reminding me of Michael Jackson. Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why? Does he do me that way? So it's like, I feel like you're trying to also like figure yourself out while figuring other people out as well. And I feel like you just at a point to where it's like, I really don't even want to assume shit. If I have a question, I'm gonna just ask. It's giving very much, I don't want to say this, but this is giving me like you vibes. Like, so, have you ever been convicted of a felony? So, nice to meet you. How many kids you got and how many baby daddies? It's giving very much that energy. Like, you want to know everything. It's reminding me of this Facebook post. It was like, I love when people tell me their business. Tell me why your kids got to. Stuff like that. Like, yeah, why did Pookie and Ray do this and this? I feel like you be wanting to know, but you be wanting to like do it like you're starting to get to a point to where you want to do it like in a subtle way. Like, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to be curious. Like, yeah. So it's like, as far as like, you know, love and relationships, like with the Fool and the Hangman, it's like you're just trying to get a better understanding right now. It's like, in order for you to be in this 10 of Cups energy, for you to be around community and, you know, people that you love and, you know, celebrating and, you know, all of this other stuff, I feel like you're just wondering like, okay, what am I missing? You don't think it's anything that has to do with material, because you may feel like, okay, I got it all. I got everything that I need to be straight. But you may just be looking at it in, you know, in an emotional aspect. Yeah, like even with the Knight, even with the Knight of Cups being here too, it's giving very much like you ready to get back out there. Like, okay, it's like you ready to get back out there, but it's like at the same time, like you enjoy your peace. Like, you be wanting to mingle, you be wanting to, you know, go out, you be wanting to like, you know, okay, let's go out for drinks, let's do this. Maybe play a little bit of golf, or, you know, do a little bit of tipsy bowling and stuff like that. You may even need to do stuff like that, like bowling and, you know, whatever, whether it's roller skating, bowling, or just have fun. Because I feel like you be thinking like, okay, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You don't always have to, you know, be in work mode all the damn time. It's okay for you to decompress. You may even need to like stretch your back as well. Like,
Oh God.
like you, yeah, like I'm also hearing that song by Billie Holiday, In My Solitude. So I feel like you may even need to like, with the love and relationships, I feel like what's gonna come in needs to come in, but you may need to focus on what makes you happy and how you decompress. Because it's like, yeah, cool, you may want somebody in your space, but what happens when they in your space for too long? You be wanting them, what Martin say, get to step. Like, I feel like you be ready for people to get the fuck on after a while, and that's okay. Like, you'll get out, you'll get what you want, especially with the Magician card coming out. You'll get what you want, you know. I'm also hearing Miss Parker. So it's like, you'll get what you want. Like, you'll get what you want. But it just may not be like during the time that you may want it to come. And I feel like there's certain things that you may need to release as well, especially with the 6 of Swords being in reverse. It may be a way of thinking. It may be a way of you going about certain things. But I feel like before you do, like, when it comes to like love and when it comes to love and relationships, there just may be a need for you to release. And the releasing may be like, you know, releasing the need that you have to have everything together right now. And it's like there's people 3 times our age that don't got shit together. Especially when it comes to their families. Ain't nobody talking to them, ain't nobody like, you know. So it's like you got time. So don't think you don't have time and then you have to rush. Because there's a lot of people in marriages right now who are single parents. There are a lot of people out here in relationships and these situationships and these sneaky links. They not happy, but they got somebody. But at the end of the day, the common denominator is they're not happy.
Right.
So it's like, you know, a vessel cannot like, you know, feel what you really need, and what you may really need right now may come from yourself. Like, it's okay to spoil yourself. You deserve things. Like, especially looking in the mirror. It's reminding me of that picture of Bobby Shmurda when he was in the mirror like. So I feel like you need to get like that about you as well. Also, you do have the clearing your inner energy field card. I'm going to read that to you. It's number 10. The mantra is, my energy is clear, my mind is clear, and my heart is full of love. In the same way that we need to clean our homes, we need to clean our energy fields. Through energy clearing, we can remove blocks, leaks, or entities or spirits that have attached to us. This process also helps us free ourselves of any emotions, stories that others have implanted within us that is no longer serving us. Start to clear your energetic field by taking a few deep breaths, emptying your mind, and visualizing being surrounded by a white or golden light. Use tools like sage, Palo Santo, incense, crystals, candles, or water to cleanse your metaphysical body. And you can even use this, like I was saying, like Florida water. You can use this. It says, you'll know your energy is clear when you experience a sense of light being lifted from your shoulders. Feel yourself coming into a more peaceful and loving vibration. If you're having trouble getting to this point, you should seek the support of a professional energy worker and try Reiki, chakra balancing, theta healing, or any other healing energy work session. For significant issues, it may take a longer commitment to clear your energetic field. However, once you do so, you'll feel the difference and see the changes reflected in all areas of your life. And the journal prompt says, when do you struggle to maintain a clear energy? Probably after work, shit.
Yep.
Especially with dealing with all them people. Shoot, I'll get home, probably take some of this, do a little bit of this, you know, a little bit of that, you know, even like, you know, connecting with, you know, the water element, because you can connect with each element, okay? When it comes to fire, candles, just even lighting a candle when you take a shower or take a bath, the intention behind it, whether it's, you know, doing a burning bowl ritual, which is basically releasing what you want to release, the people, the thoughts that you have in your head, or, you know, you can even manifest with, you know, a burning bowl ritual, you know, whether it's, you know, connecting with the earth element and going outside and grounding yourself, and, you know, just whether it's having a picnic or whether it's going for a walk, or, you know, connecting with animals, or, you know, connecting with the air element, which is through your speech, like, you know, affirmations. There's even an affirmation app on the App Store called I Am, and it'll send you affirmations throughout the day. So it's like, I am strong, I am resilient, you know, just different things that you can like speak love into yourself as well. Like, you know what? I really do look good as fuck. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Fresh cut, you know, skin smooth, skin clear, you know, I'm feeling like that, you know? But, you know, there may be a need for you to like, you also may need to like sage or use an incense, but make sure you do that with the window open, so all that energy won't get encased in your space, okay? But yeah, how do you feel?
Sure.
It's spot on.
They know everything. They catching it too. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man. Deep.
I don't want to be bearer of bad news, but we have gone past the time mark.
Let Zach get here.
I was about to say,
you know.
Oh, actually, how are you though? After doing
I'm
this reading?
good. Like I ain't hungry yet or nothing. I'm chilling.
Man.
Them burps taking me up. 'Cause
Yeah,
it-
like
it includes you.
hell yeah. That's how I know like something is like, okay, it's okay for you to say it. That's how I know when my energy is clear. Right before I started reading and I cleansed the space, I burped. Right after I say all of my affirmations, like my highest good, please place a divine protection shield around me. Please do not allow any negative energy, entity, thought, feeling, emotion, or tricks or spirits emerge into my energetic field. Right after that, I burped. So it's like, okay, so my body is giving me signals of, you know, what's okay and what isn't okay. And it goes like that for certain people that I'm reading too. So it could be somebody who books a reading on my live. I could feel something's off about this. Okay, let me refund them. Okay. But yeah, it's all about also like, you know, trusting, you know, yourself. But yeah.
So you going what?
Career and financial.
I remember that hit a really good area.
Yeah,
Sexual
yeah.
relationship now, career.
Good stuff.
Bro,
When you hit
that
stove,
was low key wild though.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there and I'm like, yo,
not from the very beginning, all the way through.
wait a minute.
All the way through. Man.
Barry, see, it was the, hey, let me text the boys, make sure I'm alive. I'm like, hey, bro, I've done that bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's wild.
Started off with the lead. Oh, man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might do this again. I'm actually,
Yeah.
1 sec. Un momento, por favor.
Yeah.
So far, y'all see yourself doing this again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, what you plan on doing next? You plan on staying in the same room, or what you asked for?
Oh, because we go in deeper. I do ancestrals too and past life readings, but I didn't want to tell y'all that too. You know.
Oh, past laundry?
Yeah.
Oh, that, we gonna have to run that back. I definitely gotta know what the fuck I was.
We can do this again.
Yeah.
This is,
People ask me all kinds of questions, like even down like some people, like me and my friends or my spiritual friends, like we'll channel for each other. So it's like if I'm very indecisive. Like, you know, one thing about me, I will literally, if I'm out to eat and I have 2 options on the menu that I want, I'll just tell the waiter, you can pick. I don't care. As long as it's one of these 2 things, I don't care.
Yeah.
So even when it comes down to like, you know, readings, like me and my friends will ask each other, should I get Chipotle or should I get chicken tenders today? How would this be? Would it be undercooked? Would it be fresh? It's like we'll channel for each other, you know. I remember this one time I asked one of my homegirls, I was like, damn, like, should I order slim chickens or should I get Five Guys? She told me to get Five Guys. I fucked around and got slim chickens. That shit was cold.
Man.
Made me mad.
Dang.
Made me too mad. But, you know, we just ask each other like random questions. So it's also like a little exercise for us too. So like they can ask, okay, so how's next week gonna go for me? How's next month? How is this full moon going to affect me? Or how is this eclipse? Because the eclipse energy, folks is still acting the ass after that eclipse.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But Zach, you wanted a financial and career. Which one you wanted to start with first?
It don't even matter.
Okay.
That's in the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just tapped out of his energy. That's how I know I just did. That's how I know I just did. You see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Ew.
Sabrina or Snap?
Samantha.
Samantha and Betty to me.
I'm talking about that one in the hand.
Hell yeah. But you see, it has like all the Disney villains. It got Captain Hook. It has Jafar. It got Yzma and Kronk in here. So it got Shorty from Tangled. They got all the different kinds. Yeah, more Captain Hook. It got Maleficent. It got that fucking bird from Aladdin. Damn. Okay. One or two?
Two.
Okay, I'll put it back. Okay. I know that's right. For sure. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not bad. So what's going on with your finances? You do have the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Knight of Cups, which is Gaston. And then you got the Nine of Cups. Let me clarify this. Okay. So I feel like right now you could be, you know, building your credit, building your finances. You could be even like saving up for your own place or home or like whatever. I feel like a lot of your priorities, it's like you the type, if you gonna pour into something, you gonna do it all. Also, the movie Ponyo could be significant for you because you're low-key reminding me of Ponyo, especially when she like came out of the water with all of the fish. So you give me the type, if you good, the people around you good too. And I feel like you giving me the energy of like, shit, once I make everybody around me finna be straight. Like, I feel like you already have that mentality and that attitude. And that's another good way for you to manifest. So you low-key be manifesting without you even knowing it. Like, okay. Okay, it's reminding me of that one song. I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. Okay, so it's like I feel like you're thinking about all the things that you may desire or the things that you may want, and it's like, okay, like I'm for sure putting my energy into this. I'm doing this. It's also reminding me of A&P, the A&P house.
Yeah.
So you may even get into like, you know, or there may be a need for you to get into like, you know, whether it's gaming, whether it's just like, you know, whatever. You may even think about like hosting an event. I feel like that would be good. I feel like you would get into like, you know, your little, you know, hosting bag, whether it be for like online events or events in person. Yeah. You might even, confirmation verb, and excuse me by the way, you're going to start thinking about that. You don't immediately have to put it together, but it's reminding me of the show called Insecure with Issa Rae. And I remember she talked about like putting together like, you know, festivals and shit, like at Coachella. She was at Coachella in the show. And then like a year later, she actually put the event together with Vince Staples and, you know, Inglewood Sir and, you know, I'm pretty sure. And now I'm hearing that song by Sir and Kendrick Lamar, Hair Down. So there may be a need for you to like, you know, okay, I got this. Because I feel like you be thinking like you don't be having control of certain shit. And it's like, you don't. And that's okay. Okay. This reminded me of SZA's grandma. She was like, but if I lost control or did not have control, things would just, you know, would be fatal. And it's not going to be fatal. It's reminding me of also like SpongeBob in this one episode where like in his mind, there were different SpongeBobs running around burning the place up, shredding papers, and just like, oh, I don't know what to do. And it's like, you may feel like a lot of times, like you work under pressure. And I'm also hearing the ending part to Surrender by Jhené Aiko. Surrender to quantum consciousness, which is all that we be. Can you see? It is all for free. Let me listen to it. I'm gonna listen to the ending part. Not channeled song. So it's like, also, I feel like you need to surrender to your process as well, because it's like you're not going to have control over everything. Sometimes you're going to have really bad days. Sometimes you're going to have good days. Sometimes you're going to have days where you just want to flip everything over. And I feel like when it comes to your patience, it's like you may ask yourself, okay, like, when is it going to be? When is it? When is it? When is it? When is it? And it's like you're thinking about the day when it comes, but you're not thinking about your process and how you gonna get there. I'm hearing that song from Mulan. You know a song when they was training? Let's get down to business. He was like, da 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 da, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Okay, so I feel like you really need to think about your process. Ooh, because even in the movie, Mulan was getting her ass whooped, okay? Trying to train for some shit that she didn't even know that she was finna be a part of. So it's like she really went the extra mile. She was like, okay, since everybody think I can't do this, everybody think I can't climb up there, let me just go ahead and let me just, boom. Whole time everybody woke up, she was on top of the thing. So if people sleeping on you, let them do that shit. Let them be asleep. Let them slumber. Because I guarantee you, because with this Knight of Cups clarified with this Four of Wands here, it's like you may not be where you need to, well, you're exactly where you need to be, but you may not be where you want to be. And it's like, I feel like you may not be where you want to be, but it's like everything that's happening right now is definitely for a reason. And I feel like with everything that you have right now, which is your peace of mind, and you know, and it doesn't have to be just material things that you have. You can have a lot of things that people don't have, because it's like, yeah, confirmation bird. You could have a lot of things that certain people don't have, like whether it comes, you know, material, like material things, and mentally as well. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who may think, okay, how does this person have this and this and this? But if they had it right now, they wouldn't know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. You have the resources, you have the tools, you have a whole bunch of stuff. Now you just gotta lay it out on the table and see how you gonna map it out and what you gonna do about it. Career and financial wise. Cause I feel like you got it. You doing better than you think. Dead ass. Especially with this Wheel of Fortune being out. And the Knight of Cups. And the Four of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. And this is blowing my mind. Like, and then the Nine of Cups being at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you can start seeing a bunch of nines because 9, 9, and 9. Mm-hmm. You know, Nine of Cups again, and then the Knight of Swords. You may need to be a little bit more stingy with how much you share as well. Because I feel like there could be certain people around you who could just be taking advantage of that shit or wanting to take advantage of that shit. Like, oh, okay, Zach said he got the hookup on this, so let me just, like, you know, you can't always have a hookup. Sometimes you gotta be like, okay, well, let me just, because once you let a motherfucker know, You give them an inch, they gonna take about 40 miles, or at least try to. They gonna try to hold you, and they gonna try to see what they can get out of you. So even with the 9 of Cups, when people see that you have a good setup, and you got a good peace of mind, and you got the funds to back that shit up, hater number 1, hater number 2, hater number 3, hater number 4. So be mindful about what you share, whether it's information or your resources. Because niggas could get put on and still backdoor you. But I feel like as far as, everything else, you good. You straight.
I feel like it.
You chilling.
So,
You doing good. Like, you're doing way better than you think you are. How we all feeling?
Feeling good.
Okay. All right.
true, yeah. True.
So,
Man,
Learned
these,
a lot.
I gotta look you up real quick. So
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow Chloe.
You said-
okay, let me.
If y'all don't got her
Chloe-
information, I'll send y'all
Spell it out
her
on-
information.
spell it out
on
on TikTok real quick.
Okay, let me go to mine. It is CHLORILL with 3 A's.
Can I get that one more time for Kim?
Okay, so my TikTok is Chlorilla, CHLORIAA.
Yo, media.
And it has a picture of Luffy from One Piece, but he black.
Got it. Got it.
Nah, because before we end this, because clearly y'all saw my reaction to this whole thing. I was telling,
Yeah.
I was
the whole
whispering-
time.
bro, the whole time, like, you saying stuff, I'm like, we've had talks about this, like, in the past before, like, the event shit. How many times have we talked about that?
You talked about the mic too?
Yo, like, we
Something
legit have
all the
just
time.
talked about this shit.
I brought up a sipping paint before the first record.
That would do good.
And I
Just
don't-
make sure if it's gonna be like an event, have your liquor license. So nobody be hating and shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Niggas be hating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely coming back on.
Yeah.
We definitely doing this shit again.
For sure. For sure.
Hey, y'all go follow. Go follow.
Okay.
Go follow.
If anybody don't know
Blow
too
your
much,
mind.
what's your menu like?
What's my menu like? I do all different kinds of readings. If you catch me on TikTok Live, I do. Oh, by the way, my prices vary on there. They're different on live and they're different off live, my prices. But if you want to come by and stop in, I do general readings, love, career, general, financial, self-care messages. I do timeline readings. I have a category called relationship readings, relationship readiness, where I pull on the energy of your romantic relationships and I see if you're ready for a relationship. And if you nasty, I do spicy readings. So y'all get up with me.
Hey, y'all heard it here.
Definitely do that.
A70. We out.